Hey everyone, I wanted to make a video today, not because I wanted to make a video on this topic, but I felt like I kind of need to share the news and give you my opinion, and maybe you can come to the conclusion based on what's been talked about today. It's quite alarming, and not as a joke, it actually is kind of alarming. Xbox Live has announced that they are essentially doubling the price of Xbox Live Gold, the Xbox Live membership that is required to play online on console. Previously, I made a video speculating whether Xbox Live Gold was going away because the 12-month option vanished from the Xbox Store. You could no longer purchase Xbox Live Gold in 12-month increments on the Xbox Store. You either had to go to a different retailer like Amazon, or you had to go to the store and buy one of those cards that had the code that you would enter in on your machine. Like at Best Buy, they still sell the 12-month cards. I was like, well, maybe it's going to go away. Maybe it was a mistake, but, who knows what's going to happen? Well, today, Xbox announced that they are going to be increasing the price of Xbox Live Gold. As a reminder, Xbox Live Gold always used to cost $60 a year, $59.99 for 12 months. That has now been revised to $59.99 for 6 months, the same price for half the time. That means in an entire year, you're paying $120 for Xbox Live Gold. So I don't really understand why they did this. I think I do understand it from a business perspective. Xbox wants a lot of people to subscribe to Game Pass. And unfortunately now, with the pricing, it's almost pointless to have Xbox Live Gold because that's about $10 to $12 a month just for Gold now. And Game Pass Ultimate, which includes Gold, as well as Game Pass on PC and Xbox, is $15 a month. So I think the reason why they did this is because they said, well, if we just make this so absurdly expensive, people are going to say, well, what's the difference? I might as well just get Game Pass. The problem I have with this is that this is an extremely anti-consumer move. This is something that is infuriating to me. I don't get it. I don't know why they would do this. And you may say, well, it's not that big of a deal. Just subscribe to Game Pass. Well, the problem is I don't want to be forced into a subscription just to experience my console. Why is Xbox Live free on PC and then it goes from $60 to $120 a year on console? There's a reason why I only do Halo Wars 2 videos these days on PC. It's because I really didn't have a use for Xbox Live Gold, so I canceled my subscription months ago. And Halo Wars 2 has free online, like any Xbox game that's on PC. So I've just been playing online that way. But there's a lot of people that have a console as their primary gaming device. Not everyone has the luxury of playing for free on PC. We're also in the middle of the world's worst pandemic in over 100 years, and there's a lot of people who have been suffering through job loss, a lot of people who have been having tough times financially due to, whatever the case may be. I'm not trying to get political here by any stretch of the imagination, but there are a lot of people currently in the United States and across the whole world that are struggling financially due in part to the virus, whether directly or indirectly. It has impacted their way of life. And gaming has really been an escape for a lot of people. There's a lot of people who have purchased a gaming console as for the first time, and they're enjoying Game Pass, and they're enjoying PlayStation, and they're enjoying a Switch. You can't find a Switch anywhere, and that machine's almost 4 years old. It goes to show you how popular game consoles are right now. And a lot of people are enjoying this form of media. I, for one, have noticed that my views on YouTube have gone up since the pandemic has started. And I'm so glad that I'm able to help entertain and be positive during this time when, there's not a lot of positivity going around. But the point I'm trying to get towards is not everyone has the luxury to afford $120 a year just to play games online. It's just kind of ridiculous. That's more than Disney Plus. That's more than Amazon Prime. I mean, it's just insane on how expensive Xbox Live Gold is now. And I don't think not everyone can afford this. And there's people like me that enjoy physical media. I enjoy owning my games and having them on a shelf. It may sound weird, but that's just something I prefer. and I actually own all the games that I would want to play that's included in Game Pass. I already have all the Halos. I already have all of the Gears of War games. There's no killer app for me in Game Pass that makes me say, oh, I have to have Game Pass. So I understand it's a great value, Game Pass is, but you can't force it down people's throats by making the cost of the inferior service so ridiculous that there's no point in owning it. That's the wrong way to go about it. It really is. So I hope I'm making sense here throughout all this. I just don't understand why they would do this. I think this is extremely anti-consumer. Truth be told, I'm kind of over all this, these anti-consumer things that they've done here and there, these little jabs to get nickel and dime me to the grave on the Xbox platform. Actually, I've purchased a PS5. I plan on going to PlayStation the next generation. If there's any, I'll of course, this isn't going to impact videos. I still love Halo Wars 2, but I'm going to play them on PC now. I'm going to play Halo Wars 2 on PC from here on out. I'm going to get Halo Infinite on PC. I'm going to enjoy Halo on a platform that's not going to nickel and dime me to the grave. I'm kind of over it. And I hope that you're able to voice your opinion. If you're not a fan of this move, I would encourage you to kindly let Microsoft know and Xbox know that you're not a fan of this, because they will eventually listen. They have done this a few times, notably when we said Master Chief Collection was completely broken. They listened when we said Halo Infinite looks not good at all. When they unveiled it, they listened. So I'm hoping they'll listen for this time as well. This just is not the way to go about it. I'm sure there is a way to increase the value and get more people in Xbox Game Pass, which is what they ultimately want. But making it so absurdly expensive for people to even get online is not the way to go about it. Fun fact, by the way, last thing before I go, is Xbox is the only platform that requires Xbox Live Gold to play free-to-play games. You can play Fortnite and Warzone and Apex Legends on PlayStation and PC without the there's no subscription to go online for PC, of course, but you don't need PlayStation Plus to play Apex Legends online, but you do need Xbox Live Gold to play Apex Legends online. There's other things too. There's just no value proposition for this price increase. Games with Gold is terrible. It's been that way for years. Doubling the price is not going to suddenly make Games with Gold all that much more better. They want Games with Gold to be terrible on purpose, in my opinion, to make Game Pass look all that much better. So I could go about this all afternoon, but I'm going to leave it here. I'd love to know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Again, if you want to voice your opinion, please do so kindly on Twitter. You don't need to be name-calling or insulting people. Just tell them this is ridiculous. This is absurd. I don't agree with this. And if enough people voice their opinion, they will listen. It's just incredible on how out of touch Xbox can be sometimes. It's really remarkable. But yeah, I'll post some links to official sources and various news articles I found interesting on this move in the description down below. And if you want to chat in our Discord server, we're outraged collectively in our Discord server. Link to that is down below. All other videos, by the way, are usually positive. So if you want some more positivity, I try not to make negative videos. It's not really my place, in my opinion, to make negative videos. But the channel overall tries to be positive by playing Halo Wars. If you love Halo and Halo Wars, there's a lot of that on the channel. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you, James.